Hi everyone, this is Min from Icon. So today I'll be answering some questions around all the other um, miscellaneous ones that I've received. And some of these I just wanted to reemphasize that they don't really apply to me. I think we could do a better job of making sure that um, Icon is not just me. I have a specific, uh, I work on specific tasks and specific project, such as BTP. BTP is my sole focus. Something like Icon SDK is something that I've been working with other project managers and so forth. But I'm not really involved with everything in Icon. Icon is a decentralized open source project. There are many contributors and participants. I don't control this network. It has grown to a point where basically it's has a mind of its own. Of course, I try to promote some of the icon related projects, but that does not mean that I am managing it or I am part of it. So first of all, the first question asks about what are your long-term, short-term plans to activate NFT exchange craft. So this is a perfectly good example of where I am not involved in the craft network. So um, there are a few uh, contributors or developers that are working on craft. Stakey is the main team. So I think this type of questions could be directed towards the appropriate team. So the next question is, I get this question very often. They ask about the real estate security token project, and I've answered this many times before as well. And just to kind of provide an update, as you guys all know, this is something that I've been focused on. About a year ago, we actually um, built a application to facilitate um, security tokens. So we were very excited about that, and it was specifically for the real estate market to be able to fractionize a real estate and be able to earn yields on rental income. So the big idea was there. However, the real estate market was just going bananas in the US and obviously other parts of the world where just the housing prices have shot up, and it just didn't make any sense for us to continue to work on that. So the project has been on hold for a while now, and with the real estate market cooling, I think it might be a good opportunity it could be a good opportunity to jump back in. We'll see. Our team is very busy working on BTP and many other things. I've been way too swamped doing other things, including making these videos. So my answer is that it is on hold, and it will continue to be on hold until we feel that the timing is right to uh, put our energies back into the project. So one of the questions I also receive quite a bit is my thoughts around NFTs, how many gangsta bets I hold or how many NFTs I hold. What's my vision of NFTs in the icon space with interoperability? I think Hava project is a good example of how we view interoperability. Again, I am not involved in the Hava project. I know about the projects. I know that the Icon Loop team has been very focused on that project. So there's a separate team there working very hard, thinking about the entire NFT space and how interoperability will weave into creating more value for this industry. So all of that is being worked on by a different team. My take is that one, I mean, I believe NFTs, as we've seen, has very, very strong mainstream appeal. It gives a lot of, it makes a lot of sense when it comes to this digitized world that we live in today. Everything is digitalized. We spend more and more time working with digital files, digital IP, and so forth. So the blockchain being able to authenticate uh, anything digital, I think is extremely powerful. So me personally, I don't have the capacity to sit down and think too much about the NFT space. So I would like to say I'm not the expert in the NFT, but obviously know I believe I have a strong knowledge, more than most people. But it does makes a lot of sense. I believe that NFTs have a lot of value, and I obviously hold uh, NFTs. I've purchased some of them. I actually started purchasing some of them way back in the days for just personal learning experience. One of the first NFTs I purchased was a LeBron James from NBA Top Shots. I purchased for, I believe, about $30, which the value shot up to, I can't even remember how much it got shot up to. So, um, but anyway, the point is, like, aside from the value itself, just being able to authenticate digital items is extremely powerful. So, um, yeah, I would like to continue spending more time with NFTs once um, have more time to do so, after taking care of all the other things on Icon. Okay, so the next question is, will Icon Foundation receive 200 million snow and ice tokens from the airdrop? And if yes, is there a plan to feed the Icon DeFi projects with it? So yes, I know for a fact that Icon, of course, or the Icon Foundation will receive ice tokens from the airdrop. A lot of these tokens that the Icon Foundation will be receiving will be, um, or I should say, all of it will be used for the ICE project. So it will be given to project teams, it will be given to other contributors, and so forth. So, honestly, we are still coming up with a plan to for the tokens. I don't even exactly know how much tokens the foundation will receive exactly. That's something that we need to go back and check. Um, but the main point of these ICE tokens that will be airdrop will be used to contribute and add value to the ICE blockchain ecosystem. Okay, so the next question is quite interesting because I just came back from a conference a couple of weeks ago. Um, so yeah, so the question is, I'm not seeing Icon participate in blockchain conferences. What are the future plans, if any, for Icon to participate? So first of all, we had COVID in the past couple of years. So unfortunately, I haven't been participating, and most of the conferences have been closed down. Um, and that's what it was. And we didn't really have a presence or attended some of the smaller ones that were happening. But we just got back from Austin for Consensus 2022. We had about 15 people there running around, doing meetings, attending different events, meeting a lot of the old and new and potential partners. So it was very meaningful and very productive, I believe. So I think that's what majority of the conferences are. But as you guys know, when we started the Icon project back in 2017, we had a huge Icon Summit in 2018. We've had a huge booth, one of the largest booths in some of these larger conferences. We spend quite a bit of money in these. And one thing we realized is that just the ROI wasn't there. These conferences are good for meetings, to get productive meetings with our potential partners to discuss some of the strategies, some of the um, things that we wanted to agendas that we wanted to push forward. But when it came to just booth presence, it was very, very tiring, and it was just um, the presence was very limited. I believe it wasn't the best use of the money, and we didn't get much out of it. So, especially I think back in those days when Icon was relatively a well-known project, and Booth was used for mainly meetings. Um, yeah, so that's this story, but obviously we will be attending more and more conferences. We have already plans to attend some of these in the near future. So we'll be there. If you're attending, please contact our team, and we would love to meet our community members and other contributors to our network.